So hey everyone, this is Rahul and welcome to this video where you are diving into the world of Gits, the unlimited tool for managing your codes and collaborating with your teams like a pro. Whether you are just starting out or looking to sharpen your skills, I am going to break down the most essential Gits command in a simple way. By the end of this video, you will feel the confidence using Gits for all your projects. So grab your laptop and let's get started. So before we dive into the practical session, let's take a moment to understand what Git and GitHub are. It's important to know the basic before we get hands-on. So basically, Git is a version control system that tracks change in your codes and help manage projects efficiently. It lets developers to work together without overwriting each other's work and make it easy to switch between versions and experiment with new ideas. Okay, where GitHub is an online platform where Git projects are stored and shared and make collaboration simple by allowing teams to review changes, discuss ideas and merge updates. It also a place where showcase your work and contribute to open source projects. Alright, now that we have basic understanding, let's get started with the practical session and see how Git and GitHub work in action. So in this tutorial, I will guide you through the most important Git commands every developer should know. We will start with basic like git init, git add, git commits and git status to help you track change in your project. Then we will move on the commands like git merge to combine branches, git push and git pull to work with remote repositories and git clone to copy projects. Finally, we will learn how to merge branches with git branches using git branch command and switch between them using git checkout. Alright, let's jump right into it on the screen. I will show you exactly how to use the command step by step. So basically there are two ways to upload your file to GitHub. First one is dragging and dropping them into GitHub repository and second one is using git commands. You can upload your local working file to GitHub repository remotely by git commands. So let's move to computer screen and see how to do. So first of all, open GitHub in your browser and log in into your account. Click the new repository option usually found on your dashboard or under the plus icon at the top right corner. Provide a name for your repository that you want to create and you can add a description if needed. You can also choose to make it public or private. Click on create repository to proceed. Once your repository is created, you will be taken to a page with various options. Look for the upload file option. It is usually located near the middle of the page. Click the upload file option where you can upload the files. Now navigate the folder on your computer where your written code is stored. Select the file or folder you want to upload and simplify drag and drop them into upload area on GitHub. After uploading the file, GitHub will process them depending on the size of your file. This will make a few seconds, around 5 to 10 seconds. Once the file are uploaded, scroll down and add a commit message. A commit message is just a short description of what you are uploading. Click on the commit change button to save your file to the repository. Your files are now uploaded to GitHub repository and are visible to anyone with access, depending on whether the repository is public or private. Overall, this was the process how you can directly upload files into your GitHub accounts. In the past 2 minutes, we saw how to directly upload a file to your GitHub account. Now we will look at how to clone a project and bring it from a remote repository to your local system using git commands. So this is the command we are going to use to clone a git repository. Here you can see on the screen. Here this is the git clone commands and URL of the repository. Here we are going to paste the actual link of the repository that we want to clone. So first you need to go to the GitHub accounts. After login in, navigate to the repository you want to clone. Copy the link to the repository. Once you have copied the link, go to the folder on your local system where you want to store that project. Now open the terminal in that folder. If you are using Visual Studio Code, you can open the folder in Visual Studio Code by typing code space and full stop. After Visual Studio Code open, press Ctrl plus backtick to open the terminal inside the Visual Studio Code. Now type the git command git clone and paste the URL that you want to clone the project. Now that we have successfully cloned that project, the entire repository from GitHub is now available on your local system. You can access all the file, make changes and start working on it. So this is the complete process to clone a project from GitHub, and you can clone any project by following this process. After cloning a project, you can use the git remote space -v command to view the URL of the remote repository. Additionally, by using the git branch command, you can see which branch you are currently on. This command shows the branches available locally. Here I have only one branches locally, so it is showing only main. However, I actually have 3 branches, but those are on the remote repository, not locally. To see all the branches, include the remote ones, you can use the git branch space -a command. This command allows you to check how many branches are present in your remote repository. Currently, I have 3 branches: main, master, and subscribe. Now, I believe you understand the difference between local and remote branches. Okay, now let's move on and push some code. So first, let me create a HTML file. Okay, let me take a paragraph text, and I have successfully created an HTML file. Next, we use the git command git space add and space full stop to add this file to the staging area. Then we use the git commit command to save this and change, along with the message that track what changes you have made. After committing, type the git push command to push your code from your local repository to the remote repository. So here you can see that the code has been successfully pushed to GitHub. Now let's check it. As you can see, our index45.html document has been successfully pushed. Next, we will create a branch locally and push it in GitHub. So first of all, I want to show you the basic command we use to create a new branch in Git. After creating the branch, we can switch to it using the git command git switch and enter the branch name you want to switch. Now let's see how it works in practice, and also we are going to push these branches in GitHub repo. So to create a branch, type the git commands git space branch and branch name that you want to create the branch. Here you can see that I create a branch name backend locally. To verify, you can use the git branch command. As I mentioned earlier, this command shows the branches in your local repository. Currently, it shows that we are on the main branch. So first we need to switch to the backend. To switch, use the git command git switch and enter the branch name, and our branch name is backend. Now we have successfully switched to the backend branch. To confirm, you can use the git status command. Next, let me create a Python file and create something. For now, I will just add a boilerplate of Python code. Okay, now let's push the backend branch. Before pushing, remember to type the git commands git add space full stop and then git commit, and finally type git push and press enter. At this point, you may see a message like this because whenever you push a new branch to the remote repository for the first time, it shows such a message, but don't worry, type the following commands and press enter. See, the error is resolved and your branch has been successfully added to the GitHub repository. Okay, to check, let's go to the GitHub accounts. Here you can see our branch has been successfully pushed. So overall, this is the process to work with Git and GitHub using Git command. Clone a repository, switch branches, and make changes, test and commit them, and finally push the update to the remote repository. If you found this helpful, please like, subscribe, and comment below. Let us know why you think Git init is important for starting version control. Thank you.